following segment contains strong, uncaffeinated opinions about softball which will offend those who are happy with the status quo. The views and opinions expressed on Yeah I Said It are those of only the host. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the views or positions of Inner Circle, D1 Softball, and their respective affiliates or employees. The broadcaster and this segment cannot be held accountable for any pearl-clutching, prickly, hypersensitive tweeting or social media as a result. Not like he gives a anyway.
Good morning. Happy Women's College World Series Day to all who observe. Got my lovely shirt from a couple years ago. And welcome to another edition of Yeah, I Said It. My name is Victor Anderson. You know where you can find our podcast. You know where you can find In the Circle. You know where you can find us on our YouTube channel. It is that time of the year, ladies and gentlemen, where the same old narratives get churned up when we go to exit 132A and the Women's College World Series. So today, the title of our segment is, I don't see the problem here. And the genesis of that problem was stemmed from head coach Mike White, who had a statement he wanted to share during his media availability during the Women's College World Series on Wednesday. Here is the full context of the statement. In regards to seeing it rotate outside of Oklahoma City, he said, I love to see it rotate eventually, but probably not in my tenure as a coach. We get it, but it's a huge advantage, obviously, for Oklahoma. Okay, so allow me to provide some context, ladies and gentlemen, on what Coach Mike White is talking about. He and other softball fans feel that Oklahoma has a home field advantage where they're being so close to Oklahoma City. Do y'all realize Oklahoma State is just 10 miles further away from the stadium than Oklahoma is? I believe Seth Oliveras put out a tweet. Oklahoma is 23 miles. Oklahoma State was 35 miles. Seth, if you're watching this, please correct me on the comments below. By the way, if you have comments about this segment, please comment down below as well. But I did some research, ladies and gentlemen, because whenever you get ready to talk about a segment as polarizing and as controversial as do the Sooners have advantage in Oklahoma City? Well, both teams have an advantage with their fan bases. I mean, look at the scheduling for the first sessions of the Women's College World Series. Oklahoma playing in the second game of session 1. Oklahoma State playing in the ninth game of session 2. Let me pull up some numbers for you. Did you know, ladies and gentlemen, that this is the 34th year that Oklahoma City will be hosting the Women's College World Series? Now, if everyone's saying that they should rotate it among the sites, they should rotate it and have it travel, I want you to name me a city with these 5 things. Number 1, a softball-specific stadium that can hold 10,000 fans plus, that has the ability to host a multi-camera setup and all the fixings that ESPN has done, that is willing to invest in the sport of softball, and most importantly, provide a first-class experience for all the student athletes involved in terms of locker rooms, facilities, coverage, content. Can you name me a city with those 5 things? Softball-specific stadium, 10,000 people, ability to hold an expansive television operation, not just for ESPN and ESPN2 and ABC, but SEC Network, ACC Network with their crews who will be there in Oklahoma City. And also have facilities worthy of athletes, not just having them be like some auxiliary place where to shower and change and things of that nature. If you could think of a place with those 5 things, please put that in the comments below. Thank you very much for attending my TED Talk. That notwithstanding, back to the point. This is the 34th season that Oklahoma City will be hosting the Women's College World Series. They deserve a ton of credit for making this the preeminent place where softball players want to go to. When you're a college baseball player, you dream about going to Omaha for the men's College World Series. I don't hear people saying that Nebraska or Creighton have a home field advantage when they get to play there, the rare times that they do. But let me give you some numbers. Since the Women's College World Series has been played in Oklahoma City, which is back in 1990, excuse me, there was a 1 year where they went to Columbus, Georgia, because it was the year of the Olympics where softball was there. Outside of that, it's been in Oklahoma City since 1990. Teams who have won the most national championships since the Women's College World Series went to Oklahoma City. UCLA with 8, Arizona with 8. Oklahoma only has won 7 national championships since they've been to Oklahoma City. Now, granted, 6 of those national championships have been since 2013. But I find it funny. Oklahoma started winning back in 2013, but now all of a sudden we're in our feelings about the Sooners having a home field advantage. We're really going there? Most times they have been a finalist, so when playing for the national championship. UCLA 13, Arizona 13, Oklahoma with 10. So why were we not crying about the tournament being the Pac-10 at the time or Pac-12 Invitational when they were dominating college softball? But now that Oklahoma has become the preeminent program in the sport, we're finding every single way to try and discredit what Coach Patty Gasso has built. Is some of you fans, especially those of you who wear garnet and gold, are being very, very prickly and petty about this situation. So let me ask y'all this. I was watching Around the Horn last year, and Bill Plaschke from the LA Times, when Tony Reali asked him, hey, what do you think they should have the Women's College World Series at? And nationally, Plaschke said Los Angeles. So Plaschke wants to have the Women's College World Series take it away from Oklahoma because they have a home field advantage, and wants to take it to Los Angeles where UCLA, Plaschke, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but UCLA will have that same home field advantage that you're crapping on Oklahoma for. Really? And the panelists naturally did not have a real answer because, again, find me a city that is invested in the sport and invested in the premier event of the sport like Oklahoma City has. So I asked, but we're not having this conversation. The only reason we're having this conversation is because Oklahoma has been the dominant team in the last decade, and people trying to find every single way to nitpick or discredit or cut down. Look, Sooner fans travel. Cowgirl fans travel. Why are we getting mad at them for supporting their teams on the sports grandest stage and saying that they have a distinct advantage? Look, if Nebraska and if Creighton made the Men's College World Series every year, y'all will be whining and moaning and other words that I will not say on this stream about how they have a home field advantage. Okay, so since y'all want to cry about this thing, put it in the comments below. Again, softball specific stadium, 10,000 plus fans, media capabilities to give the best coverage like you have in Oklahoma City, first class facilities for athletes, first class experience for fans. Name me a city and a stadium with those 5 requirements, and I'll be willing to listen to you. Otherwise, stop your complaining, shut up, get yourself some good food, take your PTO for the next 2 days, and get ready to enjoy some softball at the Mecca in Oklahoma City. that'll do it for this episode of I Said It. Hope you get to enjoy my venting out. You know where you can find me at In the Circle SB at Catbird Red. Send your thoughts, send your questions. Use the hashtag I Said It, and we may get your comments on the next episode of I Said It, which we will have another one before the Women's College World Series wraps up. Programming, no, ladies and gentlemen. No In the Circle today. We will be going live during the Women's College World Series. Eric and I will make an official announcement later on today on our Twitter/X account. So be on the lookout for that. And let's enjoy some softball, ladies and gentlemen. Top podcaster out. Good night, Oklahoma City. Or is it good morning since I'm recording this? I don't know. Let's enjoy the softball.